So without a calculator, so if you can't use a calculator, how are you going to divide it? Old school long division. Let's do this. Yeah. Right. So old school division puts the thing you're dividing, the divisor, into the divisee. Right? Okay. So now talk to me. What do we do? Exactly.
Hold on. We multiply the divide
84. You just use the number.
We divide 84 till it's like either matching or like right below
okay.
The first two digits.
So how many times does 84 go into 91? One time. Okay. So we got a 1 there. Then what? Now I'm like if you were tutoring a 4th grader on this stuff, that's how I want you guys to explain this stuff to me. Okay. Right. Now what? Hold on. Wait up. Why do I put the 84 below the 91 and subtract?
Because you have to.
That's like the remainder of
Okay, well, how about I come back to this question on the next one, okay? Because you're right, we put 84 down here, and we subtract. 91 minus 84 is 7, right? Okay? Then what? Bring down the next 7. Okay? Then what?
We do what
Real quick. So we have nothing fills in there, so we got a 0 there, and what goes here? No.
0.
0 goes here. Why does 0 go there? That's what I was looking for. We take this number up here and we multiply it by this number, and it goes down there. Okay? Right? So then this becomes 77 still. Now what? Now we drop the 8 like it's hot. Okay? How many times does 84 go into 778? 9. So now we might have to go over here, and we might have to go 84 times 9. Oh, that's 6. Carry the 3. That's 7. 56. Thank you. 22. Now what? Now we drop the 9. How many times does 84 go into 229? 2 times, right? Okay. So twice 84 would be 168. Uh, 61. Okay. And now what?
Well, there's 2 options.
Okay, give me option 1.
You can either just say the remainder is 61.
Well,
but that's
option.
the boring option.
Nope, that's the option we're going with. Okay? We're going to go with, so the answer here is 1,092 with a remainder of 61. Okay? The other option was we keep adding zeros until we get it to, until we get enough decimals for where we want to go on. Where we're going with this, we can't do that. So we're going with the remainder option. Okay? Now, looking at my work here, which might be a little different than your work because, again, as you all have figured out by now, I'm a different breed of cat. Okay? What do you think about my work and how it might be helpful for you going forward? What do you notice about mine? Ooh, Rose got it too. I love it.
There's a lot of colors.
A lot of colors, okay? So colors might help. We might help to have, multiple colors going on. Yep. What else? It's all organized. Notice how everything is in line. Okay? Trust me when I say that organizational key of everything being in line vertically is going to be huge in 2 slides. Okay? All right? That's going to be ginormous in 2 slides. All right? So today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about long division of polynomials. Okay? Now, this week is funky. If you'll notice, this is technically week 9 of school. What's missing up here on our homework turn-in stuff? Week 9. Okay? Because we only have today, and you're one of the few classes that actually everybody has class on Wednesday, so we can still have regular day. Okay? So we'll do long division today, and we'll do synthetic division on Wednesday. And then we'll pick up more of that again on next week. Okay? So it's funky type week. All right. So this, I know, Ella, I get it. Right away, just from me flipping on that slide, normally this is what I get. Serious. Okay? All right? Now, first off, write it down. It's a good thing to do. Write it down as it's written. Okay? I will tell you clear. I'm not going to tell anybody else, but I'm going to tell you. This problem is no different than that one that we just did. Okay? It may look different, but the math behind it, totally the same. Okay? Totally the same. So, how did we start that last straight up numbers problem? We took what was after the divide sign, right? And that goes out in front. Then, what's in front of the divide sign goes inside, right? Okay? Now, in that last problem, we looked at how many times the outside went into the first 2 digits on the inside, correct? Okay? So what we're going to do in this is we're going to look at how many times x goes into x cubed. Okay? Another way of saying that is, what can I multiply x by to get 3x cubed?
3x squared.
3x squared, okay? Now, organization, right, Henry? Organization. I'm going to multiply by 3x squared. Am I going to put that right here in this first column? No. That's my x cubed column, right? So I'm going to put it one more over in my x squared column. Now this next step, you're probably going to do in your head. I'm going to write it out because I have to show you all the steps. Okay? But you'll probably do that in your head. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take 3x squared and you're going to multiply it by x plus 3. Because that's what we said we did, right? We multiplied whatever the number was up top times our dividend, and now we put that underneath, right? So that's going to be 3x cubed plus 9x squared. Agree with me on that. Okay? Then, what did we do?
Subtract.
We subtracted. Now here, BFG, this is where things are going to get a little different, okay? Because we've got to subtract all of that blue. So what I'm going to tell you to do is just simply change both of the signs on there, or the three signs that are on there. If you're dividing by a triangle. Yes, we will divide by a triangle. Okay. Now, let's do the math. Notice what happens. 3x cubed minus 3x cubed.
0.
That goes away. That needs to happen every single time. That first term needs to go away. Okay? 17x squared plus negative 9x squared.
8x squared.
8x squared. Okay? Then what did we do?
We bring the next.
We brought the next one down, right? So we're going to bring the next one down. Okay. Again, it's all about the first. I need x now to look like 8x squared. What can I multiply x by to get 8x squared?
8x.
8x. Okay. 8x times x plus 3 is going to give me 8x squared plus 24x. Now I've got to change my signs, negative and negative. 8x squared minus 8x squared goes away. Positive 21x plus negative 24x.
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x. Now what happens? Bring down the negative 11. Play the game of firsts again. X to negative 3x. Negative 3. So then this would be negative 3x minus 9. Change. Negative 3x plus 3x makes it go away. Negative 11 plus 9 is negative 2. Okay? So your final answer here now is what you have written up here, 3x squared plus 8x minus 3. I got that from on top of my fraction bar, or my fraction symbol. Okay? Then, this is always going to be plus. Always. Plus there. The fraction, the remainder would be negative 2 over x plus 3. Okay? Always a plus here, and then whatever your remainder is over your fraction. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the wonderfulness that is long division of polynomials. Go. Oh, snap. Okay. Little note box here on this one. what's missing in our dividend? A squared term, right? Okay. So when we're going to set this one up, we've got to add that placeholder in there. Okay? We've got to add that placeholder in there because our first term is probably going to be a squared term. And I need to have a squared column in order to put my squared term in there. Okay? With this now being set up, do it. Divide this out. Go. Good. This should have been a cube. Good eye. So I got to multiply by x squared. So then this line is going to be x squared times x plus 3 is going to give me x cubed plus 3x squared. And then I'm going to change signs. Goes away. Gives me negative 3x squared. Yes. Good so far. Then this is going to be negative 3x. So negative 3x times x plus 3. Oops, I forgot to bring down the negative 4. Get so jazzed up with all this stuff. Negative 3x squared minus 9x. Change, gives me positive 5x. Dropping the 6 gives me positive 5. Negative and negative gives me negative 9. Yes? So I get x squared minus 3x plus 5 plus negative 9 over x plus 3. Questions, comments, concerns, didn't get that, missed out by one or two things. All good?
Hold on.
All right. The reason that we have to do this long division of polynomials is for this reason right here. Okay? Synthetic division, which we'll get to on Wednesday, synthetic division is great, but it only works if you have a linear factor that you're dividing into. It doesn't work if you've got a trinomial. So if you've got a trinomial, or if you have a nonlinear divisor, or if you've got a non-special factor, it doesn't work out. Synthetic doesn't work out. So we've got to do it this particular way. Okay? So once again, what comes after the divide goes out in front. What comes before goes inside, making sure that whatever exponent you start at, you have all of the rest of them, and then finish off with a constant. Gotta have all of them through there. Need those placeholders. Okay? And again, you play the game of first. Okay? To make x squared be x cubed, I'm going to multiply by x. x cubed minus x squared minus 2x. Change all three signs, and that gives me 4x squared plus 2x. Drop the -7. Game of first again. X squared becomes 4x squared if I multiply by +4. Change all the signs. Leaves me with 6x plus 1. Can't make x squared be 6x, so then we're done. And it's just the same. We write down what's left over up top here, which was x plus 4. We put a plus sign. We write down whatever's left over, whatever our remainder is. In this case, our remainder was 6x plus 1. And we put that over what we were dividing by, x squared minus x minus 2. And that's that. Yeah. One more. Okay. While you're doing this one, I will hand out formatives and homeworks and all that stuff. All right. So this is going to be x plus 3 out in front. It's going to be 2x to the 4th power plus 0x cubed minus 13x squared plus 0x minus 45. So we actually had to have 2 placeholders in that one. Play the game of first. 2x cubed change and change gets me negative 6x cubed. Drop. Negative 6x squared. There then. Negative 6x cubed minus 18x squared. Change. Change. Positive 5x squared. Drop. That would be 5x. Change and change. Drop. And that would be negative 5. change. Just so happens that we end up with a remainder of 0 on this one. Okay? Which means then, later on next week, what we'll learn is that x plus 3 is a factor of that original one. So the answer here then is just 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x minus 5.
Shouldn't it be minus 15?
Oh, yep, 15. Correct one there. In all 3 spots, I forgot the one. Is that what you were going to say, Ryan? Yeah. Yep. Good. Awesome sauce. Most of you have formatives that you can be fixing now.
Now?
Or old homeworks that you can be fixing now. There is no homework this week because of the shortness of our week. So, yeah. Good night.